What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well, enjoying your week so far, and it is a crazy way to start the week. When it comes time for Valorant, or, well, the Twitch scene in general, we could be witnessing one of the biggest Twitch scandals of all time that we have covered. According to Coco over at VLR, yes, we are talking about hundreds of Valorant players, streamers, personalities, and I imagine other Twitch folk out there as well who have partaken in possibly the biggest money laundering scandal to be unveiled to date, and this coming after the massive Twitch payout leak. If you guys remember, every single streamer, all of their payouts were leaked. Along with that, apparently some information around some bits, and for some smaller streamers out there making an absurd amount of money in bits despite their lack of viewership. Well, it kind of raised the alarm for these streamers, and what caused a lot more to come out. What could be this could be the end for many Valorant players out there, many of whom are also attached to esports teams as well, but also other streamers who are now being called out. There's a lot going on here. And the general premise is pretty simple, right? If you are the said scammer who is going by the name, or did go by the name on Discord, known as Koju. So if I refer to Koju, he's probably the bad guy in this instance, approaching several streamers out there, offering them a deal which was revealed that could have been through scamming and stealing credit cards, or illegally gathering bits on the Twitch platform by watching ads and botting those ads, and then giving those bits that are acquired through stolen credit cards or illegally botted ads to streamers. But what he does is, when he donates those bits, he gives a percentage to the streamer and asks for a percentage back. That money then apparently being clean and money laundered through the Twitch bit system. And that is how you do it, folks. That is how you rope in several smaller streamers who are maybe not making much of a wage. And I have been told, especially when it comes time for the dollar amounts out there, you got to keep in mind, a dollar wherever you are, it might not be worth the same amount that a dollar is somewhere else. So when we talk about thousands of dollars, that might not mean much to you, but in some economies out there, in some regions of the world, that is a heck of a lot of money to be offered, which a lot of these streamers were. And like Coco said, we are talking about hundreds of streamers. I actually tweeted about this. I don't usually read my tweets for all of you guys, but the premise is quite simple. Someone like VRax also responding and saying, hey, here's what an email might look like from one of these scammers. As it could be something as simple as like Jeremy Hansen sending you an email saying, are you interested in Twitch cooperation? We're willing to offer you payments like this and above. Minimal effort is required from your end. Our team will up top your Twitch balance by using bits in Twitch Prime subscriptions. You'll keep 30% of the total revenue earned, and the rest you'll have to transfer to us by credit card transfer or PayPal. Based on cooperative work and consistent stream activity, the percentage of your earnings will grow in your favor. So, seems pretty simple, right? You're a streamer in the Valorant space, or in the Turkish space, you have 100 viewers, maybe 200 viewers, and all of a sudden someone comes out and offers you several payments of, some money you've never seen before. In some cases, we have seen thousands of dollars. I imagine some are going to be revealed to be a lot more than that, especially for the higher end streamers, of which some players have already come out and admitted this. Someone like Lego, playing for BBL and their Valorant esports team, has already admitted, yeah, I partook and now left the roster, according to reports. And he will not be the only one. The reported list out there only growing, and you got to imagine, based off further investigation, we could be talking about not just members of the Turkish Valorant scene and the Turkish Twitch scene. We could be having people branch out to all regions of the world, trying to unveil a massive Twitch money laundering scandal. Think about that. And some of the biggest names that are now being alleged, one of them is actually tied to a giant name in the Valorant space, that being cNed's very own brother, deNc, which, yes, is cNed backwards. I want to make it very clear they have both denied involvement in any of these activities. The only one who was actually called out was not cNed, but it was his brother deNc, called out according to a Discord message for maybe not necessarily partaking, but having some sort of involvement of other players who did partake. Two of those members of BBL and their Valorant team, one Lego, who already admitted involvement, and the other being Caro, well, they were actually mentioned in a Discord message also pertaining to deNc, and I will translate that for you guys now. As it apparently says, and you see that message from Koju, the scammer and the bad guy in the situation, saying Lego and Caro did not add me yet. They don't want to talk. Then deNc says they said they want to do this over me. So maybe that means, again, guys, remember, lack of translation. Maybe they said they want to do it, and deNc is saying he doesn't there, but we'll see what further involvement comes comes out around this. And then the Koju, the scammer, says, we need to talk in person because the bits will go when they are offline and they have to raid a channel so no one in chat can see. They don't need to be scared. If you tell my name to Caro, he will know. And shortly after this Discord message has surfaced, which certainly could that be an implication, you are talking to the guy who has been exposed for doing this scam with supposedly hundreds of streamers out there. Whether or not you did partake, you are now mentioned by that same scammer and in the same sentence with other people who have now admitted to the scandal. So there is suspicion there. It's actually deNc coming shortly out, and a translation of that post pretty much being he is denying the involvement in this scandal whatsoever, saying those players might have partook, but hey, he did not and did not financially gain from this whatsoever. So we'll see what further comes out. He also apparently will be pursuing legal action for anyone who damages he or his brother cNed's name. So again, these are allegations of what he's being accused of, but he has denied involvement. Even further on this, and this story will keep on being updated because it is so lengthy. What is going on here is going to be massive, guys. So I'll try and keep you posted on all these updates out there. Yinsu Collins from Upcomer apparently did an anonymous report with one of those players who did speak out but did not want to face retaliation, of which he apparently speaks to the fact that it did not seem suspicious at all. They were approached and told that apparently there were botted ads, or this ad revenue came or these bits came from watching all of these ads, so they thought it was legit. And apparently, after a period of time where they wanted to get out, it was Koju, the scammer, who then started to threaten about donating a massive number of bits to actually flag Twitch of the illegal activity. And I will say, this is an interesting response by players out there, because each and every player, if we're talking about hundreds, are going to have different reasons of why they partook. And I'm sure some of them probably knew, hey, this is a little sketchy. If someone comes to you and says, hey, I'm going to give you money, as long as you give part of that money back to me, you have to have the wherewithal, and if you are an adult, certainly the mindset to think, okay, is something sketchy there? Has anyone ever off the streets come up to you and said, hey, I'm going to give you $100 in this, and then I want you to go through a different method to give me $70 back? Deal or no deal? You have to have the mindset to wonder, is something wrong here? Because clearly there was something wrong. And those same players apparently did not know that these were stolen credit cards and done by illegally botting ads, both of which are pretty bad ways. I will say, you know, stolen credit cards, probably morally, that sucks a bit more because you're screwing over an individual out there, and that certainly sucks. Whereas if you are a streamer and you think, oh, they're just screwing over Twitch by botting their ads to get bits, maybe that's a bit morally better, but you're still screwing over Twitch, which is now also involved. From what I've been told, several of these players are set to be facing bans from Riot Turkey. One last update for all of you guys, according to one of those Riot Turkey members, is that they are now waiting for all of the information to be available before they can make the assessment. So it now lies on Twitch to go through all this information and present it to them, so Riot Turkey can then make proper assessments of ban lengths and who to give bans to. And you guys got to imagine now this is going to be probably a very, very lengthy discussion, and one that probably will result in further investigation into all other regions around the world of what was brought forth with that massive Twitch payout leak. So if any streamer out there, or player, or pro, or creator did partake, it's probably only a matter of time before some other things surface. But we are now witnessing one of the biggest Valorant scandals, one of the biggest Twitch money laundering scandals of all time, and I will keep you guys posted on what happens next. Until next time, what do y'all think, huh? Drink some water, drink some coffee. I'll catch you back here sometime soon. Take care.